Thank you, Mr. Sachin Gupta, to invite me and Lucky to invite me here. Uh, it's such a pleasure being here amongst such amazing women, such inspiring women, and I'm honored actually that we come to the men. Come on, sir. I thanked you in the beginning, Lucky. Oh my God, should I just change my topic? Okay, so thank you, everyone, gender neutral, for being who you are and being in this industry, because education is something so important, right? It is the beginning of everything for a child. It's not only a pleasure for the teachers, but it is a great responsibility for us to inculcate those values that we want them to take further with them. And I think all of you here are doing that so brilliantly. I asked Mr. Sachin, what do you want me to talk about? And he messaged me, maybe some challenges that you faced being a woman entrepreneur, educator, or you choose. So in my mind, I was like, if there were no challenges or problem in the education industry per se, women wouldn't have bothered with it at all. Because because women are like that. कि problem है, okay, रुको, मैं fix करती हूँ. I will fix this. Right from the human that we partner up with to everyone around us, we want to fix things. And that's why education is the perfect place for women to be, right? I do not say that men do not do their bit in the industry. In fact, I run a college, and so that I get male teachers as well and male employees as well. I think we're the only college who gives a paternity leave. So some kind of a boost for the men as well, because hello, equality is both ways, right? It's not only for women, it's also for men. And men should also help with the child and be there to nurture the child. So we are the ones who give paid paternity, of course, not the full time as the woman gets, but at least some beginning. So when I started my journey, now why am I here? Like all of you are here with so much experience, with so much that you have done. And who am I to come and talk to you, right? I feel like, मैं क्या कर रही हूँ इधर? I just have so much to learn from you instead. But what I can do is I can just talk about my own experiences and relate it to you and education and teachers and my teachers. I am a product of my education and my teachers, right? My teachers not only in school but also outside of school. And I'm extremely grateful and thankful for having those, the good and the bad. I have had some teachers who have pulled me out of the class and said that, Pooja, you can do better and I'm going to help you. And I have had teachers who pulled me out of the class again and said, please drop my subject because you're not good enough for this. Take something else that is easy to do. Both of them have encouraged me in their own ways. And I took it as an encouragement because, kya challenge de raha hai? Okay, let me do this and show you. So, as a teacher, your role becomes extremely important, right? And why did I think of getting into education? Everyone shared their beautiful stories of what made them want to get into education. Was it a fluke? Was it a trigger? I think my triggering moment was when I went to the UK for my post-graduation. I did my MBA from there, and I had done my BBA from Pune in a very good university. And I saw a major difference in the approach of teaching and learning process. When I was doing my undergrad, most of the teachers that were teaching me wanted me to, itna bhi nahi aata hai. You've come to this level and you don't know this. But you're the teacher, you should teach me. You can't make me feel less about myself. I'm not going to be encouraged. And the same thing when I went to the UK, even if I was at a master's level where they had assumed that my eligibility was such that I have already studied these topics before. They treated me like a student who was eager to learn, and they were eager to teach and to assist and to help. And I think that help is what the teachers bring in. It is not, it cannot be driven by ego that I have already taught you this once, are you dumb? I've heard that so many times that when I talk to my teachers now, I feel like you are not information givers anymore. You are not a conduit for just passing on one thing to the other. You are here to enhance their learning capabilities, to make them want to learn. Because information is so easily available. You just Google one thing and you're going to get like, I don't know, thousands of articles on the same thing. and different perspectives even. But as a teacher's role, it is how to use this information for their benefit, for their growth. And that is where you come in. When I started this, so when I was in UK, then I realized that okay, there's a great potential that India can be better. Why can't Indian education also be something like that? So I was 22 when I started working on making my own college. So obviously you can see I was young, 22. I was a girl, of course, so that was good and bad. And the other good and bad that I had was I came from an influential and a resourceful family. For half the people already thought of me as, हाँ, बड़े घर की है, कुछ करेगी, whatever. So these internal challenges for me were the only challenges that I would talk about, that this is what I faced. And I think a lot of us face these internal issues about judgment, about insecurities, about how am I good enough or am I better? You know, these kind of things that we ourselves struggle with our own minds. So over the period of my 14, 15 years almost that I have been working in this education industry, I have come across a lot of gender bias comments and interesting situations where even when someone is entering my office, my name is written right outside and it's a parent of a student, of a potential student. And they're looking at my peon, who's of course a man, he's like, nahi, hame director sir se milna hai. So, and he goes like, nahi, par ye ma'am hamare hai, founder hai ye, inse hi milo. And they were just like, okay. So, every day I realized that we have to prove ourselves. No matter what you have done previously, it all gets erased when you're in front of a new audience. And that is the power that we have because we're so sure of what we are doing. Our intent is so clear that we are able to do that on a daily basis. And I think that is what makes us unique. Now, we've heard so many of them talking about, right now on the panel, about it's not about man versus women. It never is. In fact, when we work together, it is when we are the most powerful. It's a little anecdote, if you've heard about this Greek mythology, where the king of gods, Zeus, earlier humans used to have 4 arms, 4 legs, 2 heads, because the man and the woman were combined together and they were extremely powerful. So Zeus thought that the humans would get more and more powerful over the gods and they will overturn us. And so he broke them into 2. So just imagine if we are able to understand that if we come together is how well we will be able to provide for the next generation. And just keep that in mind where you're not against each other, but you have to be with each other. So sir, please think about that as well. So speaking about solving problems as educators. Because we have this knack for understanding what is a problem and what is a challenge and we go to fix it. That's the reason I started the college. Then I realized that, yes, college is where, like, you rightly said that they have already learned so many things by the time they come to college that it is so difficult to, shake them up and make them realize that, no, you have more than what you've been told all these years. So, since I couldn't start a school as well, I started an online platform which reached to the school students. And this is basically for them to find themselves, to actually know who they are, to actually try out various things, reject ideas, and have new ideas. It's called bricketc.com. It basically gives you trial courses and in different fields, in various fields. It gives you mentors, it gives you counselors, so that the child and the parent can actually talk to people from these various fields, and especially the liberal and others which are not taught in school. So that a child who wants to be a singer doesn't think that there's no scope in being a singer. Who knows that, okay, how do I become a singer who can also earn money? Because in the end, it is about earning money. So looking at all these things, what we have done in our college also is, let us not limit the teachers even. I think all of you are here at a powerful position where you probably can think of this, where don't limit the teachers to know if you're working in our school, you should only be working in our school. What I have done for my teachers, for example, is they are all architects or project managers or interior designers or civil engineers. And they are allowed to have their own practices as long as they are finishing the work that they need to do in the college. They can continue with their projects. They can take resources from the college for their projects. They can take in students for the project so that the students also understand what's actually happening out there today and not yesterday. And they can prepare the students for tomorrow, because in the end, the students you're preparing today are someone who are going to be relevant 20 years later. So are we preparing them for 20 years later is something that we have to keep asking ourselves. And that's why I don't limit anyone. No one needs to have only one profession. You can do so many things because you're passionate. And that passion is what will keep people driven. That passion is what will keep the teachers in encouraging their students even to do better, to do more. And why not do more? एक से किसका पेट भरता है आजकल, right? So even for yourselves, if you are in an institute, if you're doing something, explore more things. You're so talented. You have multiple things that you probably are good at and you've not explored, and it's never too late. So I think taking that home and taking that to your students is something that I would really, love if you could. And I'm extremely glad to be here. I can go on and on talking, but I know all of us are very hungry and you want to get to the food very quick. So thank you so much for having me here. I hope I can connect with you all individually and work together at some point. Thank you.